So how would you define hooping? And then secondarily to that, would you consider yourself a hooper?
I'll start with the second one first. I don't consider myself a hooper, especially not in the classic sense, like, of people. When you think about hooping, that's who you think about.
So from an audience that don't know the classical talk, give
like Jasper Williams or C.L. Franklin or people like that, E.K. Bailey, and some would even put Charles Adams in there, but it's a different kind. Well, for me, I love it, by the way, if you can do it. I think it's something that is generally cultural specific. I think it is part of the celebrative part of preaching, which I think is really important. I mean, how can you call it good news and there's no celebration? And even when you have to, that's what I love about black preaching, even when there is a word that is a hard word, the celebratory part of it is the reminder that there's always hope, that there's joy in the middle of it all. There's always something you can celebrate. And it also, preaching at its best is when the head and heart hold hands. Right. So I think it reminds people who, well, on the one hand, people will always have a tendency, not always, have a tendency to associate that with superficial, purely emotive, irresponsible, irrelevant preaching, which is not the truth. Right. But then those who have an aversion to the emotive part of it, who are very cerebral, I try to remind them that you're not just your mind. Right. And also, people don't remember things just because it was good information. They remember things because the information had an emotive impact on them. That's one of the reasons why people use humor, because it's an emotion and humor opens the door to the information. So anybody who can do it, I love it, but it should never be a substitute for substance. Yes. But the celebrative part is one of the things that makes black preaching unique, and one of the things that has helped black people get through some of the darkest nights of man's inhumanity, man, that we've ever experienced. And I think it's not an accident that this celebratory piece comes from people who've been through so much pain.